to percentages quickly up here. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh, that was a good circle. Freehand. Woo-hoo. Pinka, pinka, paka, poo. Aye. What we got there, y'all? These are 1/8ths. These are 1/8ths. Now, folks, don't draw this, but I want to show you something. What was that one? A 1. Hey, brother, peace sign's 1/3. That would be 30%, wouldn't it, y'all?
33.
33%, but technically 30. Okay, thank you very much. Good job, Parker. Way to catch me. That's how much? 25. And we just did this to it, which was what? Split it in half and made 1/8. But that was 25%. What's half of 25?
12.5.
So these are all 12.5%, or somewhere close to 12%. Has to be a 1/8 piece. Has to be a 1/8 piece. If it's 12, anywhere close to 12. So if I have information that says it's a 13% chose orange juice, the piece of the pie is going to be this size, right? Because I'm not expecting you to get out your protractor and do exactly degree measures and all that. I could, but I'm not. We got to be able to do these things quick because we're number sense people. Alrighty. There's one more I want to do. What do you think it's going to be? 1/10. Split it in half, and then I got to have 5 equal pieces. Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed the center bad. Maybe if I put a dot in there. What about that? Would that help? Make sure I go through that dot. Okay, here we go. Oh, this looks like an eyeball with bloodshot eyes. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is. Man, it looks like a bloodshot. Oh, the slower I get, the more bloodshot my eyes get. These are 1/10, or how many percent? 10%. Man, that's too big for that guy. What? Little pieces, just remember that, little pieces. Now, of course, if we have 5%, what's it going to be? Half of one of these, right? Real bitty sliver. Okay? So, we come to our first example, and how are we going to use this stuff to answer and evaluate and to create circle graphs? Here we go. So read it to me, Cody, when you finish yawning.
Ask a group of students.
Ask a group of students.
A group of students name their top priority for school. The result is in the table. Sketch a circle graph to display the data.
Okay, so students were asked, what is your priority at school? Some said sports. 25 who?
Students.
Students. Doesn't say 25%. It says 25 students said that. Okay.
Good grades.
104 students said good grades was their top priority. 46 said friends were their top priority in school. And 25 kids said boyfriend and girlfriend was their top priority. Okay? And we're supposed to sketch a circle graph. All right, so here we go. So we draw us a circle. That was kind of an egg. That's all right. Now, do we have percentages?
No.
25, 104, 46, 25. Does that equal 100?
No, sir.
I already got one of them that's bigger than 100, so it's not percentage. I have number data, not percent data. So I need to do parts to a whole make a fraction. So I do need to total these up. So I need to know what my whole is. Right? 5 and 4?
10.
5 and 4. 9.
15.
15.
20.
20. Carry my 2. 2, 2.
4. 6.
2, 2.
4. 8.
8.
10.
10. Carry my 1. 1, 1. So what is my whole?
200.
200. All right. My whole is 200. Now let's take the parts and draw pieces of the pie, pieces of the circle graph. Our first piece is how many parts?
25.
25 over 200. And some of y'all are going, oh my goodness, that still doesn't help me any. That's a big old hairy fraction. Bingo. See how stuff from 4 months ago comes back to kick us in the buttocks. We have to remember how to simplify fractions, so maybe we can make this fraction look like these fractions in my example stuff over here, right? So, divide by. 25 itself. What we got? 1.
8.
How many? 8 of them? So I need a 1/8 piece drawn on my pie. How did we do that a minute ago?
We got 1/4 and then.
I did a 1/4, which is from the center and a straight across 90 degree, and then what did I do to it?
Cut it in half.
I cut it in half. Now I'll just go back and I'll erase that piece. I have a 1/8 piece. And I need to write in it 25 kids. That does not mean 25%. That's 25 kids. But I also need to write what it was. Sports. Does everybody understand how I got that size of a piece of pie? I took my part to my whole, simplified it, went back to my cheat chart and said, oh, that's how I made a piece that looked like that, okay? Or it needs to be that size. So I made it that size. Whoop. Okay, what'd you notice about the information? There's another 25 right there. I'm going to go back and draw my piece again, just like I had it, because that's the other 1/8 that was formed, right? So this was the other 25, and who is it?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Girl and boy friend goes in that one. All right, taking care of 2 of them. Okay. Part to a whole. I see one is going to be pretty easy. Which one? And if you say 46, I'll slap your face. 104. Why did I say that one was going to be easy, that part of the whole?
It's half of it.
It's close to a half. Half would be exactly 100 over. What was a half of a piece of pie? Pardon, not half of a piece. What was half of a pie? A straight line all the way through. So if I continue this line straight through there, that would give me 100 students, correct? In this survey. But it's 104. So how do I make my half show 104?
You just go like a tad bit over.
Littler or make it bigger? Slightly bigger than that half piece over there. That is my 104, and it represents who?
Good grades.
Good grades. I'm going to pause right here and make sure everybody understands how I made that piece of the pie. Parts of the whole.
I thought I turned my phone off.
Turn it off, bud.
Someone's calling me.
Well, turn it off. Don't accept it. Who is it? Who was it?
I don't know, some random number.
Okay, good. Turn it off, buddy. Thank you. Ain't I a nice teacher?
Is there?
Not taking it up. Better turn that baby off. Not to silent, not to vibrate. OFF. There you go. Thank you very much. We took our part to the whole, and that is close to a half. Look at that. I said half and wrote an eighth. It's close to a half, but it's bigger than half, so I'll make my piece of the pie bigger than half the pie. And what's the only thing left, y'all? That took care of him. What's the only thing left? 46. So guess what this one's probably got to be?
46.
It's the 46 students, not percent. And it represents friends. And so, school top priority is the title of our circle graph. Now, did I go too fast? You see how we used our cheat chart to help us get the size of our pie piece? And do you understand why we had to do parts to the whole? Because it's not percentage. It's just number data. We have to get a total, and then we can put the parts over the total and figure our fraction.
Unless there's not a number that's 100, is it not percent?
If when you look at your number data and your number data equals 100, what is that automatically?
It's
Percent. Okay? Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Be prepared for that. If your number data equals 100, that's just like percent. Right?